Good evening and welcome to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala, glad to have you along. Have a double dip of fun tonight, crosstown rivalry
Well,
style.
Jeff, it's always fun to come out to the Corn Court. How about that, huh?
I love it.
The Corn Court here at Bay City Western. We got the old rivals going at each other's, the Wolves and the Warriors. Double dip, varsity girls, varsity boys to follow. Going to be a great night.
Bay City Central goes about 5 games into the season before they finally pick up their first win of the year, trying to build some momentum off of that victory.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for the Wolves, Jeff, but, you know, they're very well coached. Todd Thunberg's been there for a long, long time, and he's got a nice task tonight against a pretty good Warrior team. But, you know, he's got a young squad over there at Central, so you're going to see a lot of those young mistakes, but looking for a good game coming from the Lady Wolves tonight.
You always know when you've got rivalry, you throw the records out the window. Big crowd coming for tonight's game, and that really can change the momentum in a hurry.
Yeah, it really is. It is a really good rivalry. You know, they go at each other no matter if it's on the football field, in the pool, in the softball, baseball field. There's a lot of respect, but they're going to get after it tonight. Central will play hard, and I think the Warriors will have their hands full tonight with the Bay City Central Wolves.
So youth also for Danny Snover is their theme, as they are making some youthful mistakes, but their young talent is very, very good and getting better.
Yeah, and, you know, we had a nice conversation with Coach Snover and Coach Spielhop there, the shot doctor, before the game, and they had a tough stretch right there. They had Midland, Dow, and Heritage back to back, so that's a tough little stretch, but they feel really good about the game tonight coming in. They're healthy, and they like the way they're playing.
Well, again, great crowd will be on hand. Always fun when we get this rivalry together. That about puts the wraps on our Covenant Healthcare-sponsored pregame show. Back with all the girls' action in just a minute on BCTV.
Your heart drives you forward. And it's your heart that drives the Covenant Center for the Heart to be on the forefront of next-generation heart treatments, like minimally invasive valve replacements and advanced procedures for AFib. For the very young and the young at heart, depend on our experts at the most preferred health system. Choose extraordinary. Choose Covenant Healthcare.
Good evening and welcome here. And what are we calling our place tonight?
The Corn Court.
The Corn Court.
We got the cornfield about 200 yards to the west of us. Now we got the Corn Court.
Man, you should...
I got too much time on my hands.
You should definitely get something on a shirt because you could be independently wealthy for the Corn Court. First shot of the game.
Whoop! Way to start.
Is number 23, Julia Anthony.
Oh, that was O.J. Retlewski.
Oh, O.J.
Yeah.
Right. The freshman.
She's a shooter from what I've been told.
Well, when you're talking O.J., you got juice, and you are ready to make it happen. As Bay City Central in defense, and they're kind of trying to pack it in around that three-point line, making it tough on the shots, and shot up that time by number 33 again. O.J. and Retlewski can't get that shot to drop. One and done. The Wolves go on offense.
Warriors going to come out in that tough man-to-man. Nice steal by the Warriors, and they're going to take it all the way in for basket number 2. Timeout by the Bay City Central Wolves.
We'll take a quick break and be back in a moment on BCTV.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Boom, 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 boom. Back here on Bay County TV. Always a pleasure to get a pep band.
You're a good voice tonight, but well, you know what? You got a soft spot in your heart because you played in the band when you were at Thomas Lincoln Handy back in the 70s.
Indeed, that was played a little athletics, but always enjoyed getting that trombone out and trying to blow the eardrums off anybody that could hear and listen.
I bet your mom and dad loved it when you took that trombone
Oh,
home.
yeah, they said go practice far, far away. I thought it was a song. It was a geographic.
On the east side.
Central doing a nice job of breaking the pressure. Sirianni trying to go to the hole for Bay City Central, blocking foul on the Warriors.
Fouls on number 12, the sophomore Chloe Schmidt for Bay City Western. Her first, team first. Just to note, Jeff, 5 freshmen up on the team for the Bay City Western Warriors.
Well, when you've got 4 sophomores and 5 freshmen, and you can compete in the SVL, you've got something special going on. That was just a beautiful shot, just a quick step back by Addie Zanotti, and Addie looks a little like Dad.
Does look like Dad. It's uncanny how she looks like her dad, CJ.
There's another fast break, and the Warriors in that controlled transition at about an 8 speed ran that to perfection.
Well, and you know the nice thing about that, Jeff, really good spacing by Bay City Western. Here comes another turnover from that full court press, and unfortunately the Warriors didn't make that shot, and they'll be out of bounds to Bay City Central with 6:08 to go here in the first quarter.
Coach Thunberg's going to use his second timeout, and we'll be back in a moment on BCTV.
Are you ready to gear up and stand out? Look no further than Sandlot, your local source for team uniforms, sports spirit wear, and more. Gear up with confidence. We've got your team covered from head to toe, ensuring you stand out on and off the field. And that's not all. Unleash your team spirit with custom spirit wear that roars success. Wait, it gets better. Introducing our free fundraising online stores. Effortlessly raise funds for your team while showing your pride. Customize your fundraising to reach your team goals. Get started online at sandlotsports301.com or at any one of our 3 convenient Great Lakes Bay locations. Sandlot, where quality, community, and apparel collide. Your team, our passion.
Back here on Bay County TV, looking in on Danny Snover. We know him as Snoopy.
Snoop.
Son of Snuffy.
And the Brain Trust, Coach Spielhopter and Coach Dijak, I tell you what, they've been together a long time.
That is a fun group, and you got some history with George Spielhopper back in the day at Bay City Central with the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, we were on the same staff together. Had a lot of fun.
2 shots missed by Bay City Central. That second one by Palmer, not unable to go. Western back onto the offensive set. Pump fake in the corner and straight to the hole for another deuce. 5:45 left in the first, already 11-0. The girls from Western are really tuning it in here in the first quarter.
2-2-1 half-court trap press right there by the Warriors. Another turnover by Bay City Central. Here comes Zanotti off to Retluski. The southpaw just a little bit too strong, Jeff, on that layup.
Sirianni grabs the rebound, and that ball is going to be an over and back as the Wolves were a step behind that pass coming across the timeline, and an unforced turnover, which really will cause the coach to have hair color change.
yeah, that does put a few gray hairs and a few lost ones too, and things like that happen for you, Jeff. Just got to be a little more patient to the Wolves on the press.
So Bay City Central trying to play defense. Great rotation, and that shot from OJ, and could not get the shot to drop, but a good look out of the offensive set for the Western ladies.
Yeah, that was good ball movement by the Warriors. Here comes the number 33, Retluski again with a missed layup.
But you can tell Retluski's just got a soft touch around the basket, can let it go from downtown. And again, times they'll remind you they're still freshmen, but sometimes they're going to wow you into thinking, how can a freshman do those things?
Well, and she's really got some good length to her. She looks like she's about a 6-footer down there,
I'm going to say 5'10" anyway.
Yeah, and she got a good-looking shot. She's a southpaw, so she got that pretty shot. Here come the Wolves with the turnovers from the Warriors.
Into the offensive set. Corian has that ball, and it goes out of bounds again. Central with another turnover, and that's been one of the problems at Central. You know, they don't shoot a bad percentage from the floor, but you've got to be able to get the shots up, and their turnovers have been a real bugaboo for them this year.
They're going to pick up a little high. Brent Corian in that 1-2-2, kind of like a 3-2, start out 1-2 and drop into a 3-2. Another shot by the Warriors. That's number 12, Jeff Chloe Schmidt, the sophomore, with a nice bank off the high glass.
That was such nice footwork around the basket for Schmidt, and another turnover by Bay City Central as the ball goes back to the Warriors. And you can tell that these young people technically are doing a lot of good things.
Yep, 3:52 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Wolves down 13-0 to Bay City Western.
Corian trying to extend that Central defense. Lusky flips that thing off into the corner, and that is number 1, Robinson, and Claire just lights it up, tickling the twine from the try, and OJ had that ball taken away. Corian is that active defender for Bay City Central.
That was a nice steal by Brent Corian, but you can see that George Spielhampter is the shot doctor. The coaching that he does is paying off for the Lady Warriors tonight. They all got pretty looking shots.
And that just tells you that they spend the proper amount of time burping it up.
Well, he had a couple kids in his family that could burp it up too.
Well, daughter still is the all-time leading scorer at Bay City Central, Kelly. And we know son, we watched him on more than one occasion burp up 40 points.
Well, I had the pleasure to coach him, and it was fun to watch. First team All-Valley player a couple times.
Yep, those were definitely teams from Bay City Central that could fill it up just like the teed-off days out here where they had that Loyola-style offense. And there's another big trifecta, tickling the twine. Claire Robinson again. And just that quick, it's 19-0. So Central gets that ball. There. Yep. Very nice little turnaround that time by 54, Dawson. And the Wolves get on the board, down 19-2 as we've got 2.5 and counting left in the first.
Did a nice job breaking the press right there, Jeff. Got the ball in the middle of the court, looked opposite. Nice job, and there again is number 33, O.J. Retluski, having a big night here in the first quarter.
Well, she spins off the baseline, squares up her shoulders with a nice little soft touch from about 3-4 foot, and that's a hard shot to make. You know, that's not quite mid-range, but those are tough. That's why they got that expensive piece of glass back there behind that nice little reddish rim and the white netting.
You like that, don't you?
I do.
There's a reason they put them up there. You got to use it.
Yep. If I'm within 8-10 feet and at a tough angle, I loved using the high glass.
16 for you is tough, though.
Anything outside of 15, I can't hit the ocean if I'm standing in it. You got that right.
I remember.
Deadly in, nothing out. Another shot going up, and that thing.
Sweet rims here at the Corn Court.
Soft rims at the Corn Court tonight. 24-2 with $1.50 left, and another turnover for Bay City Central. Here we go on a 3-on-1 controlled drive, and again, eyes look one way, draw the defender, go to the backside for an uncontested layup.
And very well done, under control break, and was not impatient when she made the pass. Good job by the Lady Warriors.
Down the floor, squaring up from 17. Shot just a little strong, but the long rebound comes out. And then, all right, the junior Robinson, one of the elder statesmen on this team, as Todd Thunberg has to take a break. So we'll be back in just a moment. It's 29-2 here on BCTV. So your car is getting towed and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Coquitlam, or give us a call at 989-684-9607. Back here on BCTV, Jeff Doden and Mike Wasdala, glad to have you along. Nick Page directing, producing, and filming tonight. There's our new superintendent. Hagenauer. Grant is such a great guy, and he's next to Officer DeZerka, too. He mans the hallways out here and does a great job. But Grant has really stepped into a job and very approachable, very likable, and very energetic. And I really think Bay City schools are in very capable hands.
Good to hear, Jeff. Haven't had a chance to meet him yet. Looking forward to that, but heard nothing but good things, and I know he'll do great things for Bay City Public.
Boy, you see out of the timeout a turnover for Bay City Central, and that's not what Coach Thunberg drew up, and that's frustrating. You take a timeout, you design something so you can get a good offensive look, and you don't even get that look at the basket. So let's see, down 31-2, what they can do here with 50 ticks left in the first.
Bay City Western is still playing that man-to-man defense, Jeff, and a nice take, just a little bit short by number 11. That's Bryn Corian, but she, nice job right there, and it'll be a foul on Bay City Western, out of bounds to the Lady Wolves underneath their own basket.
41.1 ticks left as Bay City Central will bring in another substitute, as they'll get the ball inbounded underneath their basket. Zuba inbounds the ball to Corian. Corian, the floor general for Bay City Central, trying to force that ball to the inside, and yet another turnover for the Lady Wolves.
Good post defense right there by number 35, Addie Zanotti. And Warriors might look for the last shot, but with Retluski that wide open, and you can see, boy, she has put a lot of time into that jump shot. Good Lord, that is absolutely pretty.
Had the feet squared up, ready to rock as soon as she received that ball. Full step behind the three-point line and just burped it. And we'll run out of time at the end of our first quarter of play. The Western Lady Warriors 34 and the Bay City Central Wolves 2. We'll be back in a moment for the second quarter on BCTV.
For over 75 years, Frank's Great Outdoors has served as the Great Lakes Bay region's premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor shopping destination. What started in the mid-1940s as a roadside bait and tackle stand has now blossomed into a 30,000 square foot outdoorsman's dream shopping location. Stop by the store located at 1212 North Huron Road in Linwood, or shop online at franksgreatoutdoors.com to find everything you need to get your next outdoor adventure started.
As we're back on Bay County TV, look to the left on that table up there. It's high-powered.
Oh, I'll tell you what, the golden tablet's in the house. Lee Thompson, the voice of Western Athletics. Matt Falon, no Matt forever. And
Coach Mack next to them, too.
Oh, Coach McDonald, yes, about the varsity baseball coach here at Bay City. Boy, there's some highfalutin people here tonight, Jeff.
We've got friends in high places tonight out here at the court field.
At the corn court. I hope that catches on.
Well, I think it has a chance to. As again, another steal, and back at the other end of the floor, Bay City Central with the foul. And that will go against Zuba.
Izzy Zuba, her first personal team foul, number 1 for Bay City Central.
Like to say if you're going to have a foul, that's a good foul. You make them earn 2 at the stripe. It wasn't a hard foul, but you make sure they don't make the shot.
Yeah, you never let them get it above your waist, but it wasn't a dirty foul, so nice looking shot by number 31, Weibel, for the Lady Warriors. 32-2 here with 7:49 to go in the second quarter.
Pressler in for Bay City Central. Corian also back. Second free throw attempt. As that shot just gets a double piece of iron, the home court roll didn't happen.
Down.
Yes, it was. Corian to Pressler as they try to force that ball into the inside again. Corian had a good look. The ball may have been partially blocked that time. As down the floor comes OJ.
Ooh, she can handle the rock, too.
Boy, and what a great look into the corner as They get another offensive rebound. This one is just inside the line from 18. And they're going to get a third chance offensively as they put that up. And a travel prior to the contact. Very good call by our official.
Good looking shots by the Lady Warriors. Jeff had time to sit on them, but a nice job defensively by Bay City Central. They'll get the rock with about 7:05 to go here in this first half.
And again, Rytlewski jumping that pass on the wing, coming out 28, 30 feet from the basket to play defense.
Man, she's got a wingspan on her, too. She's got some long arms, so she's probably got about a 6'6" wingspan on her, which is nice when you play a defense.
So Pressler's going to go for it from 25, can't get it to drop, and then down at the other end of the floor, just a little bit too strong. And Corian looked like she blew a tire as she tried to head up court. Maybe a slipped on something, and another unforced turnover, giving the ball back to the Warriors.
Into the game for the Warriors, Chloe Schmidt going to take a break. Number 33, O.J. Rytlewski. And she's had a really nice first half for the Lady Warriors.
Well, as advertised,
Yeah.
We heard a lot of nice things about that freshman, and statistically one of the top freshmen in the state of Michigan.
Yep, that's we talked to the coaches before the game. Really nice things to say about her and the whole squad.
So ball down on the ground. We are going to have a jump ball off of the alternate possession. The ball's going to go back over to the Lady Warriors.
Sirianni in for Bay City Western. Also into the game,
Suderman.
Suderman for the Warriors. Getting some playing time tonight. Suderman, a sophomore. Young Western team.
Yep, and I like the rotation of both coaches, trying to keep people fresh. It's a rivalry game, and you know, Coach, in rivalry games, you expend a whole lot of energy earlier before you catch your second wind. And Pressler with a foul. Are they going to call that on the floor after, or is that going to be 3 shots?
Well, it looks like it's on number 12 for Bay City Central.
Pressler. So we got a couple of girls that are going to be fifth quarter players coming up from the JV. And so we got 3 free throw attempts for the Lady Warriors, up 35-2 with 6:02 left in the first half.
Sydney Whitbroat, the junior. And nice conversation with her dad before we got here today. Mark,
the Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And he had an outstanding career here. And Mark also played, if I'm not mistaken, at Michigan Tech, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Boy, he was part of that Whitbroat teams that flew up and down the floor with that Loyola Marymount offense. And, it was just a ton of fun.
Yeah, they were very good.
Meatloaf at the line, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. With 6 minutes left in our
I wasn't
first
sure
half.
where you were going, but now I remember.
Yes, indeed. As back Pressler at the other end, a little bit strong with the presentation. Second offensive rebound. Third shot going up, and the third shot, the charm for the Lady Wolves. And that was
Madeline Harder.
Harder, yep.
Did a nice job kissing it off the glass. 5:30 and counting to go here in the first half, Jeff.
37-4 as the Lady Warriors just jumped out in the first 3-4 minutes to a big lead, and now wide open for a 3 ball, just a little bit strong, and one and done as the rebound comes down to the Lady Wolves.
Warriors are getting some good looks, and they can't complain about the shot selection from Bay City Western tonight.
Palmer with that rebound at the other end, and that ball goes out of bounds, a little strong on the Pressler three-point attempt. As the Lady Warriors, with 5:01 left in the first half, with a 33-point lead, according to the Abacus.
We haven't pulled that one out yet this year either.
There's times and places for all the above.
All the above. I still remember those, too.
Yep, we had them when we were in early school.
Yep.
Nice long tickling the twine on the trifecta.
I don't even know if that thing hit the net.
Yes.
Hotelling with a huge 3 right there. Wow.
That was an impressive shot, but again, The shot doctor's doing his thing. Those
Yeah.
girls are squared up and ready to let it fly when they get their hands on the ball. They're anticipating the shot going, and there's another one and done as Whitbrodt gets that ball tipped out to her, and she slowly brings it up over the timeline into the front court. She'll get it back up top.
Nice.
Great vision underneath. Looks right, pulls the defender, and goes right under the basket for an easy layup.
Well, a nice post position by number 12, Chloe Schmidt. She was a big target, hands up, and a great pass from Whitbrodt.
And again, you say it over and over. You put your body in a
Yep.
position and your feet in a position to get it. Whitbrodt going up. Since I learned that one in the driveway from Daddy-O. Used her body to shield off the defender and ended up finishing strong with her chin up.
Yep, kept her eye on the basket the whole time.
Corian unable to make that happen. And the rebound and attempted putback by Dorp. And she'll earn 2 at the charity stripe.
Chloe Schmidt will pick up her second personal. Team foul number 1 for the Warriors. Dorr at the line. She's going to shoot a couple. First one up, looks good.
Very nice stroke at the line.
Nice rotation by Dorr. Wholesale changes. Changing on the fly. Looked like the Saginaw Spirit change right here, Jeff.
They've come with a fresh 5 back on the floor, and that's nice when you got that type of a rotation with Coach Snover. And the second free throw is no good. Battled for the rebound. It comes back to Robinson. OJ pulling up from 18 with a great southpaw stroke, just a little bit short. Ball last touched by the Lady Wolves, and it'll be back out of bounds to the Lady Warriors.
Take it out of bounds, Claire Robinson for Bay City Western underneath her own basket. And they'll take it over the far corner, Jeff, and see what the Warriors can do.
Again, Central really extending the defense, but Western utilizing that extra pass, another wide open look. Maybe not quite the feet set that time that they normally have. That shot's a little bit errant, but one and done as Central gets the Windex out and cleans the glass. Pressler going strong to the hole, and she gets OJ'd as that ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back over to Bay City Central. Sirianni back in for the Lady Wolves.
Well, and there's that length on the backside, Jeff, with Zanotti and Retluski. Both those girls are long, and they have long arms. So that's nice to have on the backside of defense.
And again, great hands knocking the ball away. Retluski making it look simple with a soft kiss off that expensive glass for the Deuce.
Really nice pass. Good control break right there by the Lady Warriors, Jeff. And again, Retluski with this really nice touch off the glass.
Well, you really like your chances 2-on-1 down the floor that you're going to be able to finish at the basket. And finish at the basket they have done frequently tonight. There's another one. Central let somebody get behind them defensively. And Anthony gets the easy deuce, 48-5. The Lady Warriors are just in an offensive zone here as the ball is tipped away. And
this is Coach Snover's style, Jeff. This is what the Warriors like to do. They like to giddy up and go. Robinson just a little bit short, but it was another good-looking shot, patience, good pass, and they got some great shot selection tonight.
Well, and you can tell that the girls have practiced enough. They're not worried about taking a shot. They know the shots that are there out of the offense, and they have good shot selection.
That's going to go off the Tootsies Bay City Western. $1:32 to go here in the first half. Second time we've been out to the Corn Court this year, Jeff. We saw Midland High boys and the Western boys go at it before the holidays, and good to be back out and seeing a lot of familiar faces here at Bay City Western.
Boy, and the first game was such a treat because it went right down to the last possession of the game, and those are always fun. We don't get a ton of those during the season.
That was a fun game to broadcast.
So Corian's going to take it to the hole and puts up a nice soft shot, just a little bit strong. Fight for the loose ball, and it will go out of bounds back over to the Lady Wolves.
Starting to fill up a little bit, Jeff, here at Bay City Western. Going to have a good crowd on hand for both games.
Corian with another nice look, just a little strong, couldn't get that to go. And then back at the other end, beating two Central defenders down the floor for the deuce, and that's Robinson.
Quare taking it to the rack, and we're under 1 minute to go here in the first half.
One and done shot missed by Dawson. And very quickly back into the offensive set come the Lady Warriors. On the wing with a nice look to the baseline. There's the extra pass. Good vision,
cut.
heads up, and a great cut from the free throw line to the low post.
Yep, little short corner from the short corner to the back cutter, a little back cut. Really nice job by Bay City Western right there, Jeff.
Boy, and I'm wondering when the last time the Lady Warriors have been able to put up a 52 spot in the first half of a game. They are just having a offensive outpouring here. Just about everything they've put up has gone in, and now they're going to try and get one last shot off here before the buzzer. It's another three ball. This one off the mark, and they're unable to get that rebound shot back in at the end of our first half of play. Oh, they're going to say there's a tenth of a second left on the clock. So we'll see if we can put maybe 3-4 tenths back on. Nope, they're going to go with a whole bunch of tenths. 20 tenths. So Corian's going to get it with a nice pass. Pressler puts it up from three, just a little bit short. And that's the end of our first half of play. The Lady Warriors 52, the Lady Wolves 5. We'll be back in a moment to recap the first half, set the stage for the second half right here on BCTV.
Ready to gear up and stand out? Look no further than Sandlot, your local destination for custom screen printing, embroidery, and promotional goods in the Great Lakes Bay region. With not one, not two, but 3 convenient locations right here in the heart of the Great Lakes Bay region, we're your MVP when it comes to branded gear that hits the mark. For over 15 years, we've believed in community, in delivering top-tier quality, and in making your brand shine brighter than ever. And guess what? We're not just about sports. From schools to clubs, from businesses to community events, We're your one-stop shop for custom apparel that makes a statement. So if you're ready to elevate your brand, to make an impact, and to fuel your passion, choose Sandlot. Visit us today at one of our 3 unbeatable locations in the Great Lakes Bay region, or check us out online at sandlotsports301.com. Sandlot, where quality, community, and apparel collide. Your brand, our passion.
Back at our Sandlot Sports halftime show here, Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala. It happened early. It happened often. The Western Lady Warriors are lighting it up.
Yeah, they have not missed anything really, Jeff. All good-looking shots. Are clicking on all cylinders. They're getting up and down the floor, getting a lot of turnovers, and they're doing a really nice job trying to put the pressure on Bay City Central, and they're shooting the ball extremely well, and they've got that fast break going out well also.
That transition goes at about an 8 out of 10 speed, very much under control, but very effective.
Yeah, I think you said the key word right there, Jeff. They are under control, and they're getting really good looks. You know, kind of like a little sideline fast break, and then they're breaking behind. The back cuts are doing well. So, you know, everything that we've heard from the coaches tonight at Bay City Western is happening tonight.
Well, when you've got 5 freshmen and 4 sophomore and they're able to play at this level, you know the next couple of years look good. I don't anticipate Danny Snover retiring from coaching anytime in the next few years.
No, those girls are getting a lot of playing time, and they're doing a lot of nice things. You know, Todd Thunberg's just going to go in, talk to his girls. Come on, it's 0-0 here in the second half, and let's try to do our best and win the second half is what I would be telling the girls.
Yep, win the half is absolutely. You cannot take what happened in the first half and bring it back onto the floor. Start new, start fresh, and see what you can do to make things happen. And it's got to get better.
Yep, very well said. That's exactly what they got to do. 0-0 in the second half.
That about puts the wraps on our Sandlot Sports halftime show. Back with all the second half action in just a moment on BCTV.
Founded in 1991, the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame is dedicated to celebrating and preserving the history of sports in Bay County. From individual awards to entire teams, we strive to induct the best of sportsmanship and outstanding achievement at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels. We also recognize our President Awards winner yearly, which honors an individual who gives their time to benefit the local sports community here in Bay County. As of 2025, the Hall of Fame has inducted 263 individuals, 70 teams, and has awarded $149,000 in scholarships to local student athletes. Join us in November for our annual induction banquet honoring our latest class of Hall of Fame inductees. Visit our website at baycountysportshof.com for banquet tickets, lifetime membership, or donation, and like us on Facebook to keep up to date on all things Bay County Sports Hall of Fame.
Back here on BCTV, the Bay City Central Lady Wolves will start with the first possession of the second half. Inbound to Corey, and we are in a running clock situation here. And unless that spread gets below 30, that will continue on other than injuries and timeouts. End of the quarter, obviously, and then any shooting fouls in the last 2 minutes the clock will stop for. But other than that, it's rock and roll time with the clock. Of course, the girls' JV team game took about an hour and 35 minutes, so that was a long one and kind of threw us behind. We might be able to get back on schedule and make sure that the Diet Pepsi stays cold.
Well, with this weather we're having outside, that won't be a problem.
It certainly won't be. Look at the great ball movement again. Set up for a nice long 3-ball. Whitbrook can't get it. Great backside rebound by the Bay City Central Lady Wolves.
Sirianni.
Zuba.
Yep, Zuba and Sirianni bringing it up. Western going back to that 2-3 matchup zone with high hands, good feet. And, very active hands on their defense also, Jeff.
Sirianni is one of those offensive sparks, can't get the shot to drop. The second attempt is also missed by Palmer as the Lady Warriors back into the offense. Whitbrook thought about taking one from the same spot as before as She says, nope, I'm going to pump fake and take it strong to the hole. A little higher percentage shot, a little strong on the offering, but I like the look.
Yeah, she's had some good opportunity over there in front of the Western bench and that right wing for the Lady Warriors.
Corian trying to go strong to the hole. She's going to earn 2 at the stripe.
Rutluski with the foul, her first team foul, number 1 at the line for Bay City Central. Looks like number 4, Izzy Zuba.
Corian, yep.
Excuse me. She'll shoot 2 for Bay City Central.
Nice offering. 3 pieces of iron, just couldn't get it to drop.
5:45 and counting. We are in a running clock situation, as you mentioned earlier, Jeff. Second one up is good. 52-6. The Lady Warriors up big over Bay City Central.
Now at 5.5 and counting, walking into the front court. Robinson sends it to Whitbrodt. And that was OJ in the corner. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but another nice look as the Lady Warriors are 0 for to start here the second half, not being able to find the bottom of the hole, but they find themselves with a commanding lead.
Rutluski does a nice job from the wing at the post, and she can handle the point position also, Jeff.
Boy, when you can play both guards and forward, the versatility is sweet. Whitbrodt's going to pull up for a little 13-footer, just a little bit strong. Another offensive opportunity as they're going to rotate the ball around. Whitbrodt's going to square up and take it strong to the hole. And we got a Bay City Central foul, and that's on Harder.
Harder's first personal, team foul number 1 against the Lady Wolves. And that ball will be taken out of bounds by Robinson. There's that old play again, Jeff.
Yep, you come from out of bounds for bringing it in, and look at Rutluski just.
She's got a nose for the basketball, doesn't she?
Just absolutely. And when you're a natural southpaw and you're going from that left side, that's an easy shot.
Yeah. She has been very impressive tonight for Bay City Western.
And again, opportunity for a break might be there, and they're going to slow it down and see if they can't take a chunk of clock off. A lot of times right now what you want to say is 5 pass minimum.
Yeah.
I want the ball to be moving around. I want the defense to expend energy trying to cover. And one of the few turnovers for the Lady Warriors tonight, give the ball back to the Wolves.
Another good opportunity for Bay City Central. Just slipped through the fingers of number 33, Palmer, for Bay City Central. Rutluski will bring it down in kind of the slow half-court offense right now for Bay City Western.
Well, and I think Palmer, as the shot goes up for Rutluski, a little bit strong, she may have been trying to go to the basket before she secured the ball, took her eye off it at the last second.
Wholesale changes again for both squads. Anthony Hoteling come in for the Warriors, along with number 22.
Anthony.
Yep.
So Bay City Central counters with a couple as well as Harder comes in along with AJ. Sirianni gets that ball to the middle. And the Western just swarms. They collapse and get another unforced turnover.
They really do a nice job getting in the passing lanes. Really good hands, good feet.
They anticipate that pass very well, yes. Whitbrodt just a touch short on that offering.
I think that was Weibel.
Okay. And on the other end, Pollard with the big rebound. She sets up free throw extension right now. Gets the ball, now trying to go to the hole, and looks like the foul is going to be on Anthony for Western.
Julia Anthony, another freshman, Jeff, with the foul. Zanatti, Rutluski, Hoteling, Anthony, and Tanner, all freshmen here for Bay City Western.
It's amazing that you've got 5 freshmen and 4 sophomores and able to compete at this level.
It really does not happen that often, but Coach Nover said, let's bring them up. We're going to give them a good test, and the future is going to look awful bright.
Well, and if you're going to bring them up,
you got to play them.
And
yeah,
they definitely are all getting minutes, and that's a thing of beauty. We're going to have a 3-second violation. And going to give the ball back over to the Lady Wolves here as we're fast approaching 1 minute left in the third.
Anthony got caught watching the paint dry, as they said on the movie Hoosiers.
Yes.
The swinging gate, remember?
Got the campfire out and was having a s'more and forgot to get out of the paint. 2 shot attempts up by Bay City Central. Pollard couldn't get them to drop. See if Western opts maybe for the last shot with 35 seconds left in the third. And again, they're looking like they're on a shot minimum. Then they tried to force that ball on the inside. The ball tipped away. Good defense by Central, but I like a bounce pass there. The defender has a really hard time to go down around the ankles to get that ball.
That was from that short corner cut again, and that's something that the Warriors practice quite a bit, getting that ball to the short corner, looking for that pass from the high post cutting low.
Another wide open 3 ball. Shot missed. That's the end of our third quarter of play with the Lady Warriors from Western 54. Bay City Central Lady Wolves 6. Back in a moment for the final 8 on BCTV.
Village Towing and Auto Repair of Caucaulin and Bay City is here to help you in your hour of need with fast and friendly service. With over 30 years of towing experience, we know how to get the job done quickly and safely. From big to small, we do it all. Give us a call at 989-684-9607 for all your towing needs.
Back here on BCTV as we're looking at the Western bench. And nothing but words of encouragement and praise coming from Coach Snover and the staff. Gwiz, why don't you thank some of our great sponsors?
Well, we got some good ones again this year, Jeff. Covenant Healthcare, our friends from the Bay City All Saints Booster Club, Frank's Great Outdoors, the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame, Village Action and Towing, and who can forget Sandlot Sports, the official apparel provider of Bay County TV.
Now, word's out that second Saturday in May is going to be the Historical Museum's going to do a little special on the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. That is going to be exciting.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. I think we're going to put some stuff together and put on a little presentation and give you a little bit of the history of the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. Started in 1990-91 year right there. Looking forward to our 35th banquet next November.
Well, not everybody knows, but Nick Page is always at those events and filming them, so he does a great job, and we were there to see Rick Mixter last Saturday, and Rick put on a great presentation. People that aren't familiar with it, you really miss out on some quality stuff, and it's free.
Yeah, it is actually that Bay County Historical Society Museum. If you haven't been in there, you got to go. It is just a great place. So much stuff in there.
Ball down on the ground. It'll be a held ball off the alternate possession. Back over to Bay City Central as they've got the clock stopped right now, and it should not be. We'll have to talk to that clock operator. I think he's talking to Lee Thompson out there. Sirianni with a shot just off the mark. Rebound down to Robinson.
Coach McDonald, he's been running the clock for a long time. Used to sit right next to our good friend, the Coach Dick Harmon.
Oh, Dick Harmon for many, many moons. Just fabulous job here. And I don't think he's realizing we're in that running clock situation. Now he just started it again. He went, whoop.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Coach Harmon spent a lot of time here at Bay City Western and also did a lot with Northwood University. Almost called it Northwood Institute, but he was really a good guy, and he is truly missed.
Very sorely missed. You talk about a guy that bleeds brown out here, and that certainly is him. Corian with a great back down, just a little bit strong with the offering. Sirianni with the tie-up with Whitbrodt, the alternate possession. is going to go back over. Did they forget to switch it? It should be going the other way. Yep. So, yep, I remember
Referees
that.
talking to each other. You always like to see the referees communicating with each other, Jeff.
Well, and I always had a little trick of the trade, and that was the chapstick in the pocket. Right side is white, and the left side is the darker colored jersey. So when that would happen, I would just have to tap the pocket to see where the chapstick is. And like I told T.J. Newsham, the chapstick never lies. With just under 6 minutes left.
You referees are a different breed, I'll tell you.
We are UniQ, that is for sure. That shot just a little errant, but again, another rebound and a second opportunity and unable to drop. Central coming down the floor into the offensive set. Trying to move the ball around the horn right now. Corian with a nice little 15-footer. And Central gets a much-needed basket here in the second half.
Nice shot right there by number 11, Bryn Corian, the senior. Only senior on the Central squad, Jeff.
Down the floor come the Lady Wolves, and another turnover. And in no hurry, Daw with a nice steal, gets the ball to Corian. And the Lady Wolves back into the offensive set. Great look underneath. Shot unable to drop, and that is by Bermigio, another fifth quarter lady up from the junior varsity squad, getting some great minutes. Bermigio is a very talented freshman, so future looks bright. There's a good core group of youngsters at Central. As Whitbrook tickles the twine from downtown. 57-8 here with 4:20 and counting left in the ball game.
She had a little stretch right there. She had good looks, just wasn't going in. But the only way you can get them to shoot your way out of that is keep shooting it, and they'll go in. So that's what good shooters do.
Yep. Well, as long as you're getting good looks out of the offense at the basket, you can't always put it in the bottom of the hole, but it's fun to watch them go. What a great crossover dribble down the lane with a soft kiss off the high glass for the deuce.
With the left hand, too.
Whitbrook again with another steal at the other end, and she's going to sleep good tonight.
She's been pretty active. We're going to get some substitutions in.
We got a little clock problem.
Remember, it went out during the pregame. There we go.
There, we're back. Bring in a bunch of subs.
Coach McDonald and his technical wizardry over there.
Well, Ivy over there, longtime bookkeeper for Western, so got a chance to work with her one summer, so it was a lot of fun out here at Western the year I did a little summer school out here.
Yep, this was my very first custodial full-time position was out here at Western High School.
That was the afternoon shift or
No,
night?
that was the third shift.
Yep. Boy, look at the little scoop and left hand. Robinson, what a pretty shot.
Junior, Claire Robinson.
One of the KG veterans.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, number
Shot
20.
Off the glass for the Lady Wolves. Win with the great shot.
Banks are open here in Auburn.
Yes,
late.
indeed. You got to
called
love
it.
it.
She
Gotta
called
love it. And another twine, tickle, and trifecta that time for O.J. Rytlewski. She almost gets away with a little giddy-up step before she delivers it. So she's going to have to watch to see that some may call that. Banks open
again.
Sirianni with a tickling of the twine on the trifecta. Things starting to heat up here for both teams all of a sudden.
I tell you, the people in Auburn got to love it that these banks are open so late.
Yep, we got all sorts of time for the deposit. Rytlewski going to the hole, and they're going to have a little continuation for the deuce.
Nice job by Rytlewski going to the other side of the basket with the right hand, and she will go to the free throw line to shoot one.
All right, so we got a couple of people coming in, and will get the other ones out so that she can shoot that free throw at 2:01 and not the clock stop. There we go. Look at that. Perfectly done. Nice job, Joel Michek. I said it'd go in at 2:01, and it's 2:02.
I'm going to call you a liar for a second. I wouldn't do that to you.
Well, it was 2:01 and a hook.
She just made that the old-fashioned
way with that trifecta. Corian coming into the offensive set for the Lady Wolves. Nice look underneath and a great finish that time.
Madeline Harder. Maddie Harder with a nice little kiss off the glass. She's had a nice game tonight for the Lady Wolves.
So Western again trying to pull offense out, and after scoring 52 in the first half, all they've needed is 15 here thus far in the second half. We're going to have it traveling.
Yep.
And again, another very nicely officiated job. They let the girls play. They took care of what they needed to do, so always glad to see the consistency from the Stripes.
Well, thought they did a wonderful job tonight in a game that sometimes may be hard to referee in a game like this, but they did a great job.
Harder trying to get that shot to drop, and Bermigio's going to get the rebound. Trying to give another opportunity, and just out of bounds that time as Zuba could not control it before it got to the end line.
It's like her ponytail was out of bounds, but nothing else was, so they called her out of bounds.
If I'm on the floor, I wouldn't have probably no hair out of bounds. Nothing out of place, nothing out of bounds. 25 ticks left in the ballgame, 67-15. The Lady Warriors look content just to pull it out and to chew up the rest of this clock. Down to 15 seconds. And nice job. Coach Snover got a chance to work on a lot of passing drills in the second half, and his girls played a fantastic game tonight.
They played very well.
And the Lady Wolves with a good second half as well. That's all there is.
There isn't any more.
The final score in our ball game, 67-15. The Lady Warriors over the Bay City Central Lady Wolves. Back in a moment to put the wraps on this one on BCTV.
For over 75 years, Frank's Great Outdoors has served as the Great Lakes Bay region's premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor shopping destination. What started in the mid-1940s as a roadside bait and tackle stand has now blossomed into a 30,000 square foot outdoorsman's dream shopping location. Stop by the store located at 1212 North Huron Road in Linwood, or shop online at franksgreatoutdoors.com to find everything you need to get your next outdoor adventure started.
Back with our Frank's Great Outdoor post-game show. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala. Early and often, the Western Lady Warriors just took it to Bay City Central tonight, and then were in cruise control in the second half.
Yeah, they did. They started out really, really well, Jeff. They were shooting the ball well. The fast break was really doing well. Defensively, I thought they really were solid on the defensive end of the floor, getting a lot of easy baskets on the turnovers. So with a bunch of young kids, Bay City Western played extremely well tonight.
Safe to say that the future is bright, but those young ladies have really been coached up well.
Yeah, you could see that they do a lot of fundamentally sound, good things on both ends of the floor, Jeff. They take their time on offense. And really what I liked about, as you like to say, that controlled break. They weren't out of control. They made a lot of nice, easy layups. And so I think they've got a pretty solid team, and the future is going to be extremely bright for the Lady Warriors.
And you got to be a little patient with 9 freshmen and sophomore, especially when you've got Mount Pleasant, Midland High, Midland Dow, and Heritage all on your side of the bracket that you're going to see probably twice apiece. So things looked very good for them tonight. And Bay City Central actually calmed down late third and into the fourth quarter, and were able to fill it up a little bit.
Did some really nice things, Jeff, and it was a tough game for the Lady Wolves, but they did some nice things there down the stretch, especially in the fourth quarter. So, and they're young. They only have one senior on that team, so they're in a learning process also. So, Coach Thunberg will get up tomorrow, go back to practice, and get ready for the next game.
as they never lack for effort. They're going
Right.
to play hard and make it happen. But that about puts the wraps on our Frank's Great Outdoors post-game show. On behalf of the whole crew, I'm Jeff Doan along with Mike Wisdala. Another great job by Nick Page. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you next time.